Good evening and
Evening.
welcome to Damage Does D&D. We're sorry, it's been a while since we've been here. So it's Sunday, I believe, so therefore it's the investigators. Now I'm pretty certain there was something very calming and soothing about to happen the last time we left off, but I'm sure the DM will let us know. DM?
Yes. The group had spent a few days. We will get to. Kral's got a character recap, but just for the people, we had a few days R&R, more or less, in Kantichi while some things were sorted. Post temporal event before you could teleport around the world. But we are effectively at the end of that period, and you were about to wander off or teleport off to Pytosko to go and hunt down the Ridigita. That's where we were. But let's get Carl's perspective of what's been going on.
I swear by all the gods, nope, not you. I swear at you profusely, you scaredy cretin. It won't be the old god of time that makes this world implode. It will be the ego of a wizard. Stanya rolls up to the lab and demands several leaves, despite knowing he's been working down there for days. I find the timing highly suspect, but given he's the leader of the council and this is effectively his city, we had no choice but to leave. I did manage to make a study of the power matrix for the chamber, which should prove useful. Not sure yet what for, but I'll find something, I'm sure. Severill believes we don't require the device within the lab, but we can condense it into a single ritual to be deployed at the point of the final rift to use the energy to power it. Seems interesting, but also quite dangerous. The plan is to set up the ritual to begin collecting energy about 2 days before the rift at the chosen place. This will be with some select allies present to defend the ritual site from that scaly cretin's minions should she discover our plan and choose to try and, well, to put it bluntly, fuck it up. Sasha wanted to summon her country's army, but that would be a diplomatic nightmare, and there would be lots of dead non-magical people, and playing our hand, obviously. But her friend Asriel and some of his mercs would be just the kind of battle-hardened support we need. So we decided that we'd reach out to Chakotay, Seti, Lermi, and Asriel to make sure they were there for final ritual for a bit of additional support. Although we will be taking Chakotay with us, potentially Seti. Several fell asleep, like really asleep. Never seen or heard of an elf do that before. Mayhap this really is the end of the world as we know it. My tinkering paid off again. Managed to cobble together a spell storing item which I can give to someone. So we chose to imbue Sasha's sword with my healing spell, which should allow her to sustain herself and burn her in the heat combat. But first, Relegator in 2 days. Oh dear. We started bright and early on day one with some light theft. Well, attempted. Of the lab key from Severill's jacket. Severill did wake up, but does still give his key to Mazdak so he can practice his weight manipulation further. Severill did help me crack the gloves with materials and design. If we had time, I would like to work with him on other designs, but given our history of catastrophes, due to a lack of judgment, maybe that wouldn't be such a good idea. Maybe I should consult the others on that. Lucrezia delivered on her promise. Oh boy, did she deliver. She gave me one of the corpses of them creatures. I'm looking forward to working on the metal. Maybe this could be something I can draw Severill in on. I do still need to talk to him on how he deals with what he did with the pearls and if he can help me with my own guilt. But maybe I'm wrong and he doesn't feel guilt at all. Who can tell with the arrogance? I got my materials, managed to make a copy of the gauntlets that I've been hunting for a while. Should give me the additional strength I need to achieve certain aims in and out of when we end up in this fight. I also managed to finish those gloves from Mazdak. Boy, are they a masterpiece if I do say so myself. And I do, by the way. Though I can't say I'll be willing to make another pair for just anyone with what it will allow people to do, but it may come in handy. I was a little hesitant to learn this weight manipulation, but feel like I've got no choice. We need to support Mazdak with this, and I'll do whatever is required to do this. Both I and Atan are making swift progress. I just hope it's enough when we come to it. I guess we'll see. First things first, though, rid of Gaten, and then should I survive, I will consult with Grimble and Severill on using this magic-resistant metal to help us build something to fight in the Divine Realm. However, if I should fall, I will also leave instructions for them to contact Grimble and draw him in to help with the designs and several with the execution, just so they can help the material to keep the family alive. Well, here goes.
Nice.
Here goes indeed. So I'm not exactly sure where in time we'd left it. So let's say with the night before you're...
Oh, wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's the night before you're due to leave. Is there anything...
I've got a note here, Sasha and Morgrax to Amriel's temple.
Yes. Yes. I did remember that. I definitely did. Yeah. Debbie, I think at, you were missing for the last session. Sasha wanted to accompany you to the Temple of Amriel. So if the two of you want to go off and do that, we can, say it's happened at some point. Yeah. In that time. So, yeah, the pair of you wander off to the Temple District and find one of the larger temples there, which you would certainly know well, Morgrax, and wander in. The place is beautifully decorated, and there are people in long white robes milling about. Yes. So, you gonna go sit down or wander up to the front to the altar and make a prayer?
Have you worshipped at Amriel's temple before?
Not at this one, but we are big worshippers back in Onenia.
And what would you
Amriel
normally
is
do there?
our goddess.
How would you worship her there?
Most would be seeking protection. I worshipped in my own ways. I always vowed to defend those who could not defend themselves.
And would you like to take a seat here or approach the temple at the front? Or approach the altar at the front even?
As you say.
I presume it's kind of, light your own candle set up at the front type of thing.
Yeah.
Being Lady of Light and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I will go ahead and do that.
Just a quick message there. Yeah.
I'll pop 10 gold into some kind of donation place.
Okay. So the two of you sort of wander up to the front, give you donations, say your prayer. What exactly are you saying, Morgrax?
I would be asking for protection of my friends, the strength to do what is necessary.
Yeah. So, from your perspective, Sasha, you'd know of basically no one who has spoken directly to Amriel. There are tales of boons being given. So you know that she listens. Morgrax, on the other hand, you and her sit and gossip. Like, one of the few people who actually get to speak directly to her, but it's a very casual, friendly sort of relationship. So as you wander in and give your donations and ask for protection, there's a bit of a pause, and Morgrax, you hear. Sasha, you don't hear anything. But Morgrax, you hear a swift, "Oh, hey girl, what's up?"
Oh my god, I love her. So I don't know how to do this, because like on the outside, Morgrax will still be, you know, perfect, prim, proper Mrs. Poppins type of thing. And like in her head, I can imagine like her throwing her hands up and squeeing as she, you know, what's the word? Kind of that runny tiptoe thing up to Amriel to throw her arms around her and hug her type of thing.
Fangirling.
Fangirling, that's the one.
Nice.
So, you're off for a big fight.
Huge fight. Oh my god.
Oh my god. It's gonna be so tough. But you got it. You got this.
Oh, I know we got this, but you know, gotta be prepared, gotta have everything in order, gotta make sure we don't break the claws.
I hear that. So, who's your friend?
Oh, this is Thatcher. She's been a long time follower of yours. She is such a fan.
I mean, obviously, I know. I just wanted you to formally introduce us.
So, in the real world, if I reach out and take Sasha's hand, can I, in the spiritual world, bring her into the conversation?
Let's do that. Let's have, actually, both of you DMing. What is it, really, anyway? Let's have both of you make quick religion checks, or faith checks, sorry. Probably religion for you, Sasha, because you've not done faith check, but yeah.
Famously good at these
plus
checks.
0, it'll be fine.
Nice.
11.
Also 11.
Also 11. I like the symmetry.
Our powers combined.
If that isn't lucky enough, I have heroic inspiration I'm willing to use on this.
No, it's fine. She was already talking to you anyway. And so, yeah, Sasha, you kind of feel this lurch as Morgrax sort of takes your hand, and you instantly just feel like a sideways shift as you pass into not really a different realm. You're still in the room you were in, but it's more mystical and wonderful. And you see in front of you. Cool. And you see this very, the very image of the sort of imagery of Amriel that you've seen before. This long white robe with a almost just a bit of string tying around the bit. She looks fabulous. I mean, she's wearing the hell out of a robe.
Oh dear.
We're having failed to start camera. Is that? Oh, that's Grant. That's true. And yes, you suddenly just feel this warm energy, very nice and comforting energy.
My lady.
Hey,
Sasha, this is our
I mean-
girl, Amriel. Amriel, this is the most wonderful Sasha.
she had this big beaming hey smile on her face, and then suddenly she's like, I'm at work. Hello, fair follower.
It is an honour.
Morgrax will be giving. There we go.
It's wonderful to meet a friend of Morgrax. Hello. You've been doing some pretty cool things. I like watching you.
I have tried to do my best in your name, my lady.
Don't need to be so formal. I'm just Amriel. And she sort of like, as she like throws her hands up, glitter just comes out of her hands.
More of it's being like a tippy tappy happy dance.
So, you and Morgrax are off for a big fight.
Indeed.
Statue is like the best with a sword.
Mm.
Well, I'm not sure I would go that far, but I'd like to think that my skills are capable.
They are. I've seen. You're amazing.
Well,
Your dad's doing good, by the way.
I'm glad to hear that.
I like to pop in and see the folks back home. Oh, I quite like it here. Sort of gesturing at the temple you're in.
I found a weapon that I'm not sure I feel comfortable wielding.
Straight to business. Right.
Vagaver?
Yes. Do you want to use it? It's not very nice.
Don't think I do.
Don't use it then.
That simple?
If you want it to be that simple, yeah.
It just feels a travesty against you to wield such a weapon.
Life's complicated.
That I have no doubt. But any blessings that you could bestow upon my current blade would be more than welcomed.
You're off in the morning, aren't you? I'll have a think. What sort of bestowment are you angling for here?
Well, we have some difficult battles ahead. The Riga Gita, and then
Scary. Don't like looking at that.
I don't know what's going to happen when we come to your realm.
That's the plan, is it?
Well, we're still not sure about that part. Significant squeeze of hand.
I'm unsure of everything in this world.
I don't like talking about that stuff. So let's just stay in the moment. You're off to fight big scary monster.
One of many.
Yes. Seems you've been on a bit of a monster hunt the last few months.
Not so much investigators as monster hunters, but yes.
Good name though, investigators though. I'll give you that.
We do still find some sort of things out though, like how to kill the monsters.
Yes. That helps.
Though I am not one much for investigating myself. I much prefer to be in the throw of things.
That's why you guys work so well as a group. Some people do the investigating, other people do the swinging of big swords. It's all teamwork. I like it.
That is definitely more of my strength.
Stick to your strengths. I think the world would be a happier place if people knew what they wanted to do and did it.
That's what I've been trying
Not
to
for
do.
bad
my
things,
whole life.
obviously. Don't like bad things.
It's unbelievable to be able to speak to you this way. I've not heard of anybody else before Morgrax who has been able to speak to you.
You should come to the book club. They're so much fun.
Yeah. You guys stick to the book club. You guys pick a new book to read, but I've already read it. It's no fun for me.
Yeah, but you bring the champagne and it's always the best bubbly.
Good time. Yeah, but, you know, Morgrax is one of my faves, so we just like to chill.
Then I am
I
honoured
can't
to
talk
be
to-
able to work with one of your favoured children.
Yeah, she's cool. But I can't talk to everyone like this, because then everyone would be asking me for everything all the time. So I've just got to be all mysterious most of the time. And that's kind of just... get to sprinkle a little bit of good stuff from a distance. People are happy enough with that.
Question for the DM. Apologies if I missed it. Was it stated what species Amriel is appearing as?
Oh, good question. No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Kind of human. Thinking. Actually, probably more along the celestial version. Like,
Or Asimar.
yeah. So, anything else? Do you want to chat?
I'm a little overwhelmed, it must be said. I never thought I would be able to speak to you.
Hey, Morgrax, did you hear that Gorban back home came out to his parents?
I didn't! Oh my god!
They were pretty
I'm
chill
gonna write
about
a letter.
it. Good to see. It was good to see. I'll have a little think, Sasha, about what assistance I might be able to give.
I would appreciate any aid that you could provide.
Given how things are, it might just need to be an in the moment or sort of thing.
Of course.
You always give the best gifts anyway.
Well, I know where all the best shops are in the world, so I can get the best bath bombs for you.
I do like the glitter ones you send.
Trouble is washing all the glitter off afterwards. Gets
Oh,
everywhere.
I don't. I just let, the other people in the household use the bathtub and then there's glitter everywhere. It's wonderful. It's like everyone's receiving your blessing.
Love it. Well, if you guys are good,
Of course, you're a busy girl. So many parties to go to.
bring it in. She goes.
Uh,
She just goes in for a big hug with you, Morgrax. Sasha, new friend.
Do it.
She wouldn't dare not to, so she'd be a bit awkward about it, that kind of, when you like be close to somebody that you've admired your entire life and you're just at that weird awkward kind of elbows out all over the place kind of thing.
You've gone to a convention and queued for an autograph from someone, and suddenly they're offering you a free selfie and a hug.
It's Liam.
Absolutely.
It's Liam. I can't do the German accent. So, best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
I'll be watching.
Thank you, my lady.
Bye, girl.
I'm real.
Bye, ladies. And she just sort of fades away, and you two are brought back into the temple, where nobody is any the wiser.
I'm just imagining back at
Well-
the house, like Mazdak's like, How did I get glitter on me?
Again.
Okay.
She's not quite what I expected.
No. I think I might have been surprised the first time she spoke to me.
But she truly is a goddess.
Oh, very much so. She just likes the lighter side of things instead of everyone demanding or asking favors, or sometimes it's nice just to chat.
I can appreciate. Thank you for bringing me into the conversation.
You're very welcome. Who knows, maybe the next time you come here she'll speak to you directly.
Perhaps. And it's probably the first time you've seen Sasha smiling without,
Flooring something.
being covered in blood and guts and swinging a sword around.
Okay, so you two gonna head back to the house. Anyone else doing anything this evening?
I will put together a short letter and leave it sort of on the mantle, kind of a opening the event of my death type thing.
Yeah.
And it will be clear instructions to take my book to Several and go to Balthasland to summon Grimble, because he will probably, between the two of them, they will be the only people who will be able to replicate my designs. Both magically and...
At least Grimble would be able to read your handwriting.
Yeah, but he will be able to sort of read the arcane short note as well. Several will probably be able to work it out eventually, but obviously with a translator there, between the two of them, they might even be able to improve on the design. So it'll be basically a clear instructions to give my rifle to Grimble. Number two, it will be consult Grimble and Several on replicating the gloves for Atan.
Yeah.
And it will be 3 to destroy my notebooks once it's done.
Actually. Okay. Note left.
I think Mazdak will probably go back down to the lab and just get in as much practice as possible until, forcibly removed from the lab and told by Morgrax that he needs to sleep.
Yeah.
Would I
Sorry.
be able to possibly go with Mazdak and maybe just train somewhat more, just for a little bit, and then leave him to it?
We would have been down there all day already with him at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're welcome to stay. Come back down. Mazdak was probably forced into going to eat food, and then we'll just go back. And if you want to come along, that's fine. Mazdak will happily show you what he's doing. It's not going to be more of a coaching session. It's going to be more of a Mazdak practicing session, just to make sure he's got everything straight in his mind, so that he can. And he takes copious notes, so that there are notes on all of this and how to do it and what to do. So, yeah.
It'd be a case of him joining together with the gloves and working out what they can do for him as well.
Yeah, did you give me the gloves yet?
Yep, you have the gloves. You
I
use them.
yeah.
Did look in my inventory and I can't see them.
Did I not create them? Okay, well, it was an extra D4 that you get on weave manipulation checks.
Right, okay, I'll make it.
I will It was going to be a what are the thingies where you can only have 3 of them,
Charges.
or if you special.
Attunement.
Attunement, yes, it is an attunement item. So
Okay, I will.
if you
I will-
unattune from something,
Yeah,
if
I
you
will
need
do.
to.
Yes, I will have to. There we go.
But yeah, you can spend the first bit of that attuning to them and then
Yeah.
sort of testing them out and thinking,
Yeah, that's-
I can feel the.
Sure. Okay, yeah, that's what I'll do for a couple of hours, or until told it's time we need to go sleep.
Yeah, I'd probably stay down a bit, just watch him, observe, and yeah, I'd probably be the one to be like, come on, Mazdak. Big day tomorrow.
Oh, yes, well, I suppose we should be rested. Of course, yes. So yes, okay, let's do... Yes, back to the house. Okay, cool. Right. And I will wander on back to the house with Atan and have something to eat. See if there's anybody that needs to talk to me about anything while I'm just having something to eat.
I'd just be sitting on the porch waiting for Sasha to come back.
Oh, he's like a puppy.
Good little puppy.
What about Ladybird? Yeah.
Resting in the meditating in the garden, just thinking over what's going to be happening in the next couple of days, mentally preparing.
Cool. Okay. So, yeah, you all will do your things, get back to the house if you were out, go to bed, take a long rest if you need it. And you're up in the morning.
Okay.
But what I can do.
So are we teleporting to, is it Pytosco, and then taking the horses over?
Sounds like a plan.
And how long, dear, is it until world extinction event?
It's 2.5 weeks.
Okay.
It was 3 weeks at the last rift, and it's been 3 days since then, so...
Yeah.
18 days.
Yeah, and we've now got a couple of days travel, haven't we, to get to where the Ridigita is to go travel in the country.
Yeah, it's probably the best part of a day on horseback. If you're going to... I was going to just share this, because you can... If you're... The teleport from the Cantetian teleportation system will take you to the capital Nishant. From there, you would need to travel to Amprium. The path heading out south, sort of on the edge of the country, is pretty much where you've been told the Ridigita is. So you need to get from Nishant to Amprium and then south from there.
Was it a shorter journey from Sandemia? I don't remember. I remember this being a conversation.
I think
I thought it
we
was...
don't have a Sandemia map, so no.
Okay, cool.
I do have one.
Sandemia and just fall out of the world into the void.
Yeah.
We glitch through the floor and just sort of fall forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So yeah, I would sort of lead everybody to the university mage council chambers where the teleport system is, and we'll just go through the portal to Shient.
Can you still see that?
You can still see the map. Yes.
Oh no, it's to reshare. Why didn't I just share the screen? Entire screen. There we go. So
Oh wow. Okay.
it's here we're talking. This
Yeah.
is the Sandinian map. Sondara, the capital, is all the way down there, so it's definitely going to be quicker to go to Nishant.
Okay.
And above table, folks, last session, we get potions in that?
I don't remember.
don't
I know,
if
I
you-
haven't personally, but I can't remember if Morgrax went to get any
I
healing
think-
potions.
They were requested from Lucrezia, and we were told that they'd be with us by morning.
I
I believe.
didn't actually use any during the last Rift battle.
No.
Yeah.
And then the DM confirmed that in the dream world I didn't use any, so I'm still full of potions.
Full of potions. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've got 3 potions of healing left on my cloak. My robe of useful items. So I have some other things left there as well. But
I currently have 3
Jolly fine
supreme, 6 superior, and 6 greater healing.
I was
I
going to
don't
say,
have any.
I remember Morgrax stocking up on them.
yeah.
So remember, if the healer goes down in a fight, loot her body. First thing to do.
Kill the
I have a
healer.
special sword now.
Kill the healer. Loot
No.
the body. Gotcha.
No. I said if the healer goes down, not make the healer go down.
Kill the healer. Loot the body. Gotcha.
Somebody's
Why-
not getting hugs, blankets, and sandwiches anymore.
That was Chaz. That wasn't Mazdak.
Why is everybody okay with that? But when somebody wants to chop off a head to make sure they're not a vampire, that's the wrong thing to do.
I know.
It happens once, and people never get over it. Oh,
I know.
It's like the salty. Oh well, you got me killed.
Who said that? Yeah, so I think it's 2 teleportation room
Yep.
and
Zip zip.
click the heals 3 times and there's no place like Pytosco.
Pretty much.
Yep. So you, first thing in the morning, the portal system is open again. You're one of the first there. You get straight off to, the Pytoscan capital of Nishant.
Can I just make this thing? Before we do that, can I just check?
That's too late. You've gone.
Because Atan's never been around a rift like that before. What they've just done and everything.
Okay.
Just want to check not the weave as such, but sort of like the magics around of how different they are now. It's safe to teleport.
It kind of is a weave check. I did give you a weave check stat, didn't I?
Yes.
So you can make one of those.
Session is going to start. Well, 7.
Oof.
You're very new to it. It's tough to say. You can't really. You didn't sort of check it before to compare it to now. But the weave seems stable at the moment. It's
Okay.
just thought I didn't do the after effects of the rift. Like we got the swamp in Onan and things. I never did that in Kantishi.
Oh well.
Oh well. It's
I'm
fine.
sure it'll turn up when we least expect it.
We had swamp.
So you turn up in Dwarven country, and as you step through the portal, there's good morning.
Morning. We
Well,
are the
No, I
investigators.
should say it's a different part of the world here, isn't it? From where you come from, I should think about that.
Right, yes. Excellent, good stuff. Right, we better get going. Just many things to do, but thank you very much for your service. You are, as ever, a wonderful portal keeper.
Have a good day.
And we'll make our way out of the building. Summon horse.
Yep.
Okay, you begin the journey off to sort of north up, halfway sort of towards Malta, the other town that you'd previously been to. But there is a path off to the west that you take. It is wonderfully signposted, so you don't get lost at all. And you can carry on. It will take most of the day to get to where you're going. Anything happening in that time? Anyone talking or?
And now I think, like in my mind, it's basically bodies down, flat with the horses, getting a good gallop on, basically getting there, because it's already now been here for 3 days plus that, because we were told it was sleeping. So it's time is key.
It's been here for a while. It's been here for a year. Oh, half 6 months, yeah. Fuck. Ever since traumatized burn, yeah.
Yeah. But okay, you make it to Amprium, ride straight on through, heading south.
On that, how are the horses? Being that they are indeed elemental and they are infused with power, do they seem like they basically could keep going?
The
So I
Excuse
tried
me?
to pause at the end.
Who's particularly Sasha? You're very well versed in horse, aren't you? I think, as the daughter of a noble, you would have grown up riding horses.
I mean, officially yes, but my animal handling is +1, so I don't
No,
know. If
no, I did not necessarily asking for that. Just that you would certainly recognise that the horses you're currently on do seem to have greater stamina than that of your average horse. So, yeah, they do just seem to keep going. They will tire eventually. It's not infinite, but
Yeah.
it seems their elemental energies help to keep them able to keep up for a lot longer than standard horses.
Yes, that's handy.
it helps that a couple of them are built-in light sources as well that you can.
Navigate by.
Yeah, I suppose there's 2 fire and 2 radiant, isn't there? So there's plenty of luminescence there.
I get the sense that sort of the one that Kral's one with the ears would basically just perk up and become like headlights.
I think Mazdax is pretty light. He is pretty much a Chon horse, isn't it? With the weave.
Yeah, it's fairly subtle though. And it does disappear every now and again.
Bernie's just there on our elk going, oh, these people with their fancy horses.
So you, having gone straight through Amprium and then headed another couple of hours to the south, eventually you see light.
Light. Okay.
Blue light? So I don't know why my head is going, the Vedigito is blue.
More daylight,
Oh. God, yeah, sorry.
as you've been travelling through underground tunnels for
Yeah.
12 hours or something.
Okay, so
Yeah, straight on and
Are we-
see what's about.
yeah, because do we know an exact location for this, or just an approximate location?
I think you were pretty much told that the woods to the south of the Dwarven tunnels
Didn't
is
several tell us where the cave was where he fought it as well?
yeah,
Yeah.
which is kind of the cave you're in. Yes, I suppose from Several's testimony, it's pretty much right outside the door.
Okay. So, I think we should probably dismount and let our tactical experts move forward and scout the area.
Yes, and put the horses away because of the light.
I'll just look to Bernia as I say that.
Then dismount from Lengthener and step forward cautiously.
Do you want somebody to go along with you, Bernia?
No. I need you all to stay safe in case something goes wrong.
So,
Okay.
Perhaps
Kroll.
one of Krall's.
Kroll will lift down Scafflock and Kez and basically put Kez on Bernia's shoulder and then literally throw Scafflock into the air. I'll have eyes and knees on you, don't worry.
We will need to prepare before we engage it.
Kez has got instructions to listen to Bernia and carry a warning back if she instructs him to.
And also, don't forget, we can communicate because you are in my book, Bernia.
And I kind of hold my fingers to my forehead and go, like this?
No, I have to initiate it, but
Oh.
I can check in
don't
with you.
know much.
I will check in with you in, say, half an hour if I haven't heard back.
Do you want me to go with them? Because I can do the same. So then we'd have a clear path of conversation.
No, I can communicate with Bernia through the arcane magics of my book.
Oh, very nice.
Indeed.
I'll be fine. Yes. I won't be engaging it without any of you. Don't be concerned about that.
Are we all on roll 20?
We are.
I'm a bit worried about who Black Mist is as well.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Or is that the sister of Black Betty?
Could be.
Down.
Black Mist, Pantalam.
There we go. Just in case we need it.
Are you on the homepage at the moment? Yes.
Yeah. The Ring of Bernia, though the hunter one actually.
Just make sure you've updated your health from the level up.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a point. Yeah, if you want to make any changes to those to your tokens.
Oh, where have we gone?
We have vanished.
We have. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Mine's not coming in.
Hexgrid. Hexgrid is fun.
Yeah. Hex works. Square works for indoors where you've got straight walls, but other than that, I like hex.
Let's be honest, when I pick up Elusive Tide, I'm probably going to exclusively use Hexgrids, mostly to save the headache of having to use two separate maps for on deck and the ships fighting in the water.
Okay, so Bernia.
Right. And,
USB name.
find my way. So I assume I'm going uphill here. Or is it downhill?
Or is it even a hill?
That's incredible, Dad. Thank you.
So I have to climb up here, or
No, it looks a bit spiky, I think, but it's a pretty smooth path.
just gonna walk?
As you just reveal a bit more, you can kind of see. Something. Oh, silly sausage. I can't actually move like that, but that's fine. Yeah, you can begin to see
A tree!
out of the cave. There is a sort of semi-paved path that comes out as traffic does come in and out of this area.
I'm gonna stop and just listen. Just to see
Make a
what I
perception
can
check.
hear.
Chiquitita, you and I know. You hear that in the background?
You might, I didn't.
Percepzione. 17.
Okay. It is unnervingly quiet. As you listen out, you can see the trees and the grass, but you don't hear any birds or anything.
This is the right place. I'm gonna carefully step out. Just kind of peer around here.
Can't pan while I'm revealing areas.
Well,
So yeah, you can peer out. You see more trees, more grass. There's a river that runs down the bottom that eventually meets up with the path.
Do I remember several mentioning a river? I think he did.
Yes, I think so.
Okay. I'm going to move over to here and just kind of have a look around in this area where all these boxes are. They just
Yeah, the
positioned
boxes are.
normally, or
Say that again, sorry.
are they positioned normally, or are they in disarray?
There's a few that are smashed, but these are just sort of general spare things that the doors have left around the entrance for travellers wandering in.
I'm going to get very slow, try and be as quiet as I can as I'm coming around this bit.
As you sort of peer towards, well, the direction you are, let's, well, probably,
Kind of looking around this corner.
just gonna basically open things up. As you begin looking around this area, there is just this darkness, and it hits you square in the brain. You recognize its presence, and as you look through this sort of cluster of trees towards the back of it. If you scroll down a bit, you can see where I'm pinging. Sort of over.
Your pings. I'm
You
assuming
can't
it's
see your
over
pings.
here.
Oh, here we go.
They're mine.
Oh, yeah. Over there. You can just see, just through that little cluster of trees, you can see this black darkness, fog, this mist just moving around.
I see any kind of discernible shape in the fog.
It is sort of too thick at present to see through it, but it is very much sort of located in that area. It's not spreading out too much. The fog is there to obfuscate something.
Is it black by any chance?
How did you guess?
Kind of like misty, maybe. Okay.
Not black velvet then.
So it's around here, right?
Yeah, I prefer my velvet red.
Pause here. Kind of just on the
At
edge
this
of it.
point, you hear in your head, as I cast, Bernia, just checking in. Is everything okay? You can reply to this message.
Move to the entrance of the cave. I think I have found it.
Okay. I'll relay that to the rest of them. So, Bernia's found it. We should go to the edge of the cave, she says.
I'll snap back into myself and go, wee.
I was just about to do a divine sense. I remember the divine sense doesn't pick up aberrations or monstrosities. Anything that might give me the right kind of things. Oh, I know what to do. Okay. What's your back? I said the entrance of the cave. I'm gonna step here, kind of press my hand, my actual hand, to the bark of the tree. And I'm just going to close my eyes and just almost kind of ask the nature around me. This is the monster that should not be.
Just make a nature check for me, see how well.
Whopping
Burn
plus
your
0.
Snow White in it.
12.
12. There is a very definitive, unpleasant creak that comes from the trees. They do not like this thing being here.
Do they have more bark than bite? Don't be like that, Chaz.
Hey, give me a thumbs up.
Suddenly a tree falls in the forest and the tank gets squished.
If a tree falls in the forest, does Philly fall over it?
Only if it's been then
Oh.
sawn up into logs.
I'll step out and kind of motion for everyone to come up to me now. Actually, no, I'm going to go back to them. Right. This is what we are looking for.
And
So-
the rules for this thing, it was attack the tail, blinded.
We hit it hard, anger it, fire. We sever its tail. We injure its eyes. We silence its scream. And then we bring down a mighty hit.
Yes. Would it be helpful if some of us were in the air?
Possibly. I want to say some words to you all before we start.
Nasdaq, would you like to be in the air?
I'll be in the air
Um,
and I'll pull out my shillelagh and jump on it.
I should stress, I don't think any of you should get close to it other than myself and Sasha, and possibly Morgrax if things are getting dangerous.
I think I will stay on the ground. Thank you, Atan.
Couldn't keep me away, Banyu.
And I'm going to use my feat that I took this level. Inspiring leader. I have a speech written. It's a short one. This monster we face is to be one of our most dangerous foes. I have watched it firsthand, tear through a battlefield of soldiers, tearing them from limb, taking thousands of lives. But we are all strong. We would not be here preparing to battle it today unless I knew we were. We have fought dragons, mind flayers, giant metal golems. By the gods, we have even fought the immortal champion of death and survived. Each of us is a powerful force, and united we are nigh unstoppable. Steel yourselves and stand strong. We shall slay this foe and prove ourselves worthy enough to be the ones to save the world. And with that, I can choose up to 6 people. We've got more than that. We've got 7. I'm going to choose myself.
It can go to all 7.
Okay, cool. So all 7 of us get 16 temporary hit points, which is my level plus my charisma modifier.
That's more than half a Mazdak.
Quite. Also, Jade, please take a point of inspiration.
Cool, I've got one. But I have one other speech written. I might share it with the DM later, but that one's for the big fight.
I do love a good pre-battle speech.
Yes. The reason I picked it. It technically says it takes 10 minutes to inspire, which is why Bernie went back to do it. Right. So, at that,
Takes as long as the speech takes.
At that, Doug, the 2 of you, I want to unleash your firepower against it, burn it, anger it. Me and Sasha can take that.
I will burn.
Just avoid burning the trees if you can, Doug. They are an ally in this fight.
The trees are an ally?
Yes. Nasdaq, I trust in you to think of solutions to problems as we face them. You are quick-witted enough to apply the right magic that you know in situations.
I will do my best.
Graal, Morgrax, I do not want you two to get too close to this thing. It is incredibly dangerous, and I will not see anyone else die to it.
And you coming close enough to heal you.
If you must, then yes. And if you do, I suggest you come in close near me. This thing can freeze you in fear. But the blessing that Nagale has given me will help you stand against it.
I did have an idea. If we can distract it long enough, well, you said fireworks best, yeah?
It is
And
what the
Crawl-
dwarves told us.
Kroll will literally just turn the rifle round to burn you and just show her the chamber, and he will turn it, and you'll just see this like wicked flame start to spiral through the barrel. Get me close enough, and I could shoot this down its throat.
If you must come close to it, then stay behind me. I can keep you safe.
And
finally,
Crawl-
Sasha, you and I are going to, how would you put this? Fuck it up.
certainly hope so.
All of you stand strong. We can defeat this thing.
Above the table, Miss D, can you fly?
No. Not without resistance.
Can you fly above the table?
I'm sure it's going through me hard enough, sure.
Depends what drugs you take. Okay, in that case then, below the table. Morgrax, I think it would be quite beneficial if you could fly too, so you could get about the place quicker.
Well, not too high. So I'm
No,
still
you'd have complete control of it. I just have to concentrate. So, yes, not too high, but at least you can get out of this thing's way and maybe get to people a bit quicker if needed. And so just before we go in, DM, it lasts for 10 minutes if I can keep concentration, but I would cast Fly at 2nd level, so myself and Morgrax. At 4th level, sorry, so myself and Morgrax can do it.
Okay. Sure.
Which means if you are flying Morgrax, you get 60 feet worth of flying speed.
nice.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just make sure you mark on your character that you're concentrating.
For above the table, for people's convenience, I have the list of instructions from the dwarves on fighting this thing. Hit it hard and piss it off. Let it get reckless. Damage its tail. Hit its eyes. When it screams, stab it in the mouth. And then once you've finally done that, hit it as hard as you can to try and put it out. And there are 2 other bits of advice, which are to try and slow it down and to use fire.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes!
I will also just to add to the hit it really hard in that final section. That's kind of designed to be a combo move. So think about how you want that killing blow to go off before you do it. Who's going to be getting the killing blow? I think we all know who. But and how are others going to assist in that? Is Sasha going to help throw? Are other people going to cast certain things? I kind of want that to be a really fucking epic climax.
Just to have a bit of clarity on that, DM. This thing has hit points, right? It's not like if we do the tail, the eyes, the scream, and then the stab. It's not like it's a finisher move. Like it would instantly.
I think that's something you don't know, isn't it?
Yeah,
We'll
my
find out.
assumption is that each of these parts are going to have a set amount of hit points of damage that we need to deal to them, like the tail or the eyes, before we can then move to the next part.
So
Basically, yeah.
go back to your epic finisher move. So basically what you're saying is save a spell slot for Grease. Got ya. Then kill the healer, loot the body, make sure you can't Grease. Got it, yep. All my instructions are clear.
Have I? No, Atan hasn't seen you use grease before, has he?
No. Don't think so.
It's the great.
I think it's been
Great.
spoken about a bit, though.
He's the stuff of legends.
Oh, Blonia's absolutely shared the battle with the golems on the cliff in Anemia.
So the final blow where we have to really fuck this thing up. That's exactly why Quarles just shown Bernia what the rifle can actually do.
I'll let that play out in character, but I don't think that's the way Bernia's going to want it to go down.
So, if we're doing this, maybe myself and Bug fly up now and hit it from the air with some fire to start off this.
I'm already up in the air.
On his clearly.
So yeah, I'll rise sort of like 20, 30 feet up in the air.
Okay.
I would probably suggest, before I go up, otherwise I'll have to shout to them, I would probably suggest you move closer and then you can move in quicker when we put the first hit in. Then as I rise up, I'll be like, Bug,
What?
you go for its head, I'll go for its tail.
Oh, you like a bit of tail, do you?
And yes, so 20, 30 feet up in the air, and I'll obviously quietly go over to this thing. When we get to the tree here, can we see it?
You can just see a mass of this black mist. It's too thick to see through at the moment. But it is uncomfortable. It is difficult to look at. You don't. You sort of catch yourself as you try to look to it. You instinctively try to move away.
So if is the mist 20, 30 feet up, or is it just on the ground?
Well, I mean, not quite 20 feet up, maybe 10, 15.
So we're flying above it, is what he's trying to say.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to make a little prayer to Amriel. If anything's going to happen, this is the time.
Say a prayer for me now.
I don't know if you were expecting a response. Probably not, given your history. But you just hear this quiet, "You got this, girl."
So
Okay.
I'm going to wait for, as soon as I see Atan and Bug about to cast, I will cast Fireball as well.
Okay.
And
Position
when
yourself.
they get ready to cast, I'm going to activate my Divine Doodah, shine bright like a diamond ability. My Radiant Consumption, that's the one.
Your shine on your crazy diamond ability.
Okay.
Let's roll some initiative so we can see what's happening when.
And also,
Obviously,
so
there's some sort
the
of
Vita and the Black Mist get to go separately.
yeah, that's my placeholder for layer actions, as it's already at 20. Yes, so get your initiatives in.
Initiative.
I need to roll it up.
I'm enjoying a wondrous thing that is called 3 monitors.
Yay!
Good, isn't it?
Amazing. I've got Roll20, I've got you guys, and I've got my character sheet up here. It's like a special like raised bit. I don't know how well it shows. The
Yeah.
webcam's hard to aim.
As we walk forward, I would have sort of summoned the cannon in the Force Ballista mode,
Sure.
so it takes its place on the top of his shell. And it's like, oh.
I don't know if Bug and Kral want to move themselves on the map.
Sorry, Ash, you want a token for that, don't you? Let me find something.
Yes, if possible, please. Was that little turtle that you usually summon?
Yeah. Can I pop that in? There we go. James, you've got your snake.
Thank you. I can't move it.
I've just set that.
Thank you.
There's Ash's little turtle, if you'll pardon the expression.
Can I have my spirit me when you get a minute?
My little snake is hovering above Sasha's head, about 10 feet above Sasha's head.
Beg your pardon.
What
Oh,
do
you
you
got a
guys get up
fiery
to in the
halo.
bedroom?
So I'll just point out at the minute 27 on initiative.
Yeah, I rolled quite well on that, sorry.
So I see.
It's
What's
not the
that?
rolling quite well that I'm worried about.
16?
It's how much fucking
15
depth
was
has
that?
it got?
Enough.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Some. Remember, this thing tore apart 2 armies.
Yep.
Like,
This thing fucked up a lot of people.
Yeah, no
I've
worries.
given Martin just the most horrible monster to fight us with.
And may I
Yes,
also
thank
add, it nearly killed one of the most powerful mages in existence.
Yes.
But he didn't know how to fight it.
True.
It took divine intervention for Bernia to survive, and she still lost her arm and was mentally shaken. So,
Right. Bug, I don't have initiative for you yet. What you
12, sorry.
12.
because the bit of Bernia's backstory you don't get to hear is when she spent like 2 months sleeping with depression, sleeping on the sofa of her dwarven friend's house above his smithy. Like, she was in a bad way.
Yeah. Is there any other tokens that anyone needs me to? Oh, Mazdak, you wanted.
My spiritual me, please.
It
Oh no, it was
might
a
be-
spiritual book, wasn't it? My weapon.
Was.
Just in case, Martin, it might be worth putting, at the top in the entrance where we just were, the horses, just in case anybody decides to summon theirs.
Good point.
Yes, I'd like a Challenger Mark II tank, please. Just on the map.
Just mark two.
I'd like to request my spiritual bonk as well when you get a moment.
Lovely, thank you.
What did your spiritual bonk look like?
Wooden spoon.
Love Morgrax. She's amazing.
I know.
It's not just the Mary Poppins bit, but it's the interaction with Amriel as well. It's just
I was half
Brilliant.
expecting it to be, a pillow. And he's just like, pillow fight time.
No, that's after the watershed.
Right.
Because clearly all girly meat stuff devolved into sexy underwear and pillow fights
Of course.
after a certain hour.
Fair enough.
Can't get this wooden spoon in.
Should we have a quick break now before we go?
I
to the-
was going to, yeah.
The explosions out of all the fire spells first.
Explosions.
Right, where's Mograx? Mograx, I can't find a wooden spoon, so you've got a bed at the moment, okay?
Fair enough.
what time is it?
Right. Okay. So, I think everything's set up. Everyone's got their tokens. You do all have 16 temporary hit points, so make sure you've got those on your characters as well. On your blue bar.
What do we use for those? Blue.
You want on a blue bar, do you? Okay.
Oh, you can go green. It doesn't matter too much.
I don't see my Challenger on the map.
I don't think you're getting it, Vince.
Your challenge is covered by the big black square.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Rizigita
Yes,
has
the
come
Rizigita
here
is-
and did it.
It's just a goblin and a challenger.
With a really oversized helmet.
Yes. And a cigar.
Labyrinth style goblin with the
Yeah.
overside helmet.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, let's take a quick break and then we'll
Okay.
get this on the road.
Alright, let's do this, Leroy. Oh, wait.
and welcome back to Let's Bring All the Fire. DM?
Okay. So, Atan, what are you doing first?
Are we? Is this initiative or is this surprise-ish?
Yes.
Yes. Cool. So yeah, I will be up in the air, and I am going to. I'm going to do a 4th level fireball into the center of this mist. I'm assuming, like there. But I am also going to spend some sorcery points whilst I do it to make it a heightened spell also.
Okay, and that's...
So it's basically a dex save at disadvantage
Okay.
for said Aber.
Okay. As you look down and try and place your point where you're about to launch this fireball, you concentrate on the spell and just looking down at that mass of moving mist, you find it difficult to cast. Can you make a charisma saving throw for me, please?
As it was a question, no.
You do not cast your spell.
Charisma saving throw.
Yes.
If you can't, no one can.
It is a 17, unfortunately. Really roll low on the dice.
Okay. You try to yeah, as you try and conjure the energy and place your point, you just can't cast the spell. And you take 15 points of psychic damage.
Okay, so do I use the spell slot, or does it? I just can't cast it.
No,
I physically
no,
can't.
you fail to cast, so no spell slot used.
Or sorcery points used.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
don't use
Okay.
it.
Cool. Yeah. I'm just double checking. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
no, that's fair.
15 points of
Psychic damage.
psychic damage. Well, that's almost the temporary hit points, and then I need to make a con save, which is 16.
Cool.
So
You don't fall out of the air, that's good.
I don't fall out of the air, and Morgmak still has it on her, and yeah, that's. Can I message Mazdak after doing that then?
Yeah.
And I'll be like, I couldn't cast a spell. It's looking at the mist, concentrating. It's off-putting. I've taken some mental damage too, so be careful.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, I suppose that's my go. I can't really do anything.
Sasha, you see Atan fail to cast his spell.
I'm waiting for the cue of all the fire, so I'm waiting.
Okay. Vernia. This is this rings a bell for you. People struggle to look at the thing. They fail to do what they're trying to do, but you saw people failing even to run away from the thing.
I experienced that.
You have.
I'm gonna step closer, kind of holding tight to my holy symbol around my neck. Need to get right up close to it. I'm going to try and do... I don't know if this will work, but it's not my most important ability. And I'm going to try and use Channel Divinity, Nature's Wrath, on it.
Okay.
And effectively reach out to the plants around here to help my friends see that which is unnatural. Nature's Wrath basically causes vines or roots to rise up and grasp something to hold it still. And I'm basically trying to physically hold it so that they can mentally focus on it.
They can. So the vines and trees and things could hold the creature, but it's not the creature that's. It's the mist that comes with the creature that is, and you can't really hold mist.
Okay.
Hold that thought though for maybe later on.
Okay. We need to find a way to get rid of the mist. That is what is diverting your attention. I'll remain there, waiting. Sword at the ready, but I'm not going to do anything else because there's not much else I can do at the moment.
Okay. Bug, bring the
Go.
fire.
Okay. So can I actually see this thing then, or not?
No, there's a cloud of black mist.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast the ball of fire to appear about here, and just go flying into the mist, or rolling into the mist, and see if it hits anything.
Okay, again, make a charisma saving throw as you try to cast your spell.
That's a straight 10.
You find yourself incapable of. That's almost the opposite of casting your spell as you look. Even in the peripheral, as you was trying to cast outside of the mist, but even that thing being in your peripheral just disrupts your mind slightly. And you take 7 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
How come he gets half on what I had? Just
Um,
because he's smaller?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's smaller.
yeah, it's because he's smaller. Although, I mean, slightly technical. I don't want to get too in the weeds on it, but with this game, there's these things called dice that kind of help to.
So unfair.
Maximum roll, to be fair, would be 16, so you did get unlucky.
Okay. Not a lot else I can do.
Prav.
Yes. I'm gonna get a little bit closer. Obviously, I was waiting for these lot to show me, all the pyrotechnics for me to then sort of, pile on and join in. I'm just like, the fuck is going on here? And listen to what Bernie's just said. I'm just gonna try and see if there's anything in my arsenal that,
You gonna pull something out your arsenal?
Yeah.
yes. I'm gonna try and not cast this. Well, so I am going to cast flame arrows on on sort of my equipment. So it's not sort of cast; it's basically touching my ammunition for my crossbow.
Okay.
Does that go through okay?
Yes.
Okay. So that being said, that's what I'm then going to take the just going to chill for a minute because we haven't annoyed it enough yet, and these guys haven't actually done anything. So I'm just going to wait and just see what happens at the moment.
Okay. Morgrax.
I suppose there's a couple of people in healing at the moment. 2 so far, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's temporary hit points at the minute.
True. Yeah.
There's no
Well,
actual healing needed.
Good point.
Save
Over
those.
the table, Kroll had the best chance of setting the spell because it's in my aura.
Mm.
I
You'd have
just
a big
don't-
modifier to it.
Yeah. He's just not confident that he could do it at the moment.
I think I'll just fall back in a favourite and cast Bless. And I will give that to Sasha, Bernia, and Kral.
Always a good option. Anything else?
No, I think that would be it for the moment, yeah, because that was a level 1 spell, so I can't really do anything else.
Mastak.
Okay. So
What's going on?
I was waiting for those guys to fire off their spells, and I saw them preparing these spells, but nothing happened. So
And you got the message from me.
I did, and I got a message from Atan that he was having trouble, and I should be careful. So
Mazak knows that word.
yeah, I'm not good at that word. I'm going to ignore all of that. I'm going to move there, and I'm going to cast Raise the Staff of Fire, and I cast Wall of Fire around.
Okay. Around the mist.
Yeah.
Which side did you want the damaging side to be on? Inside or out?
So I'm going for inside. I thought might be a
Inside,
good
okay.
plan.
Just wanted to be clear.
Yeah.
Okay, well, as you are casting in the vicinity of the mist, charisma saving throw, please.
Okay, and I get advantage on charisma saving throw.
Cool.
So that's a natural 20 for 23.
Nice.
Okay. The wall goes up.
Yeah, and it's
Oh, that's pretty.
Just go.
Well, I described that as some fire, but not all the fire. I was promised all the fire.
yes.
Does it seem to dissipate the mist? Like burn the mist away?
No.
Well, with Wall of Fire, it's you need to do a con save at the end if you end your turn there.
So how much fire is there?
It is. Let me just see.
All of it.
Is it a con save or a deck save? Deck save. Sorry.
Dex save.
A ringed wall up to 20 feet in diameter, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick.
And how long can you?
I can make the wall up to 60 feet long.
Yeah.
So if it's not going to go through round the whole box, I'll do it on the side where my companions are not. If it's going round the whole box, then that's great.
Well, half of it.
Sure.
Okay. There is fire.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's that. And I think, yeah, I moved all my movement to get there. I will stay there for now.
Okay. Atan.
Yes.
Was it a deck save?
It is a deck save, 17 need to be.
Okay, well, that fits. You want to roll the damage?
Sure, so 5d8. Where's my d8s? There we are, d8.
Many D8s. Now roll them.
That's
Sitting here looking at my spell list and regretting the fact that I didn't actually properly check it because I've just seen a spell that probably would have been quite good.
that one, that one, that one. That's 8,
Non-game
16,
related question.
27, 31 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Cool. Debbie.
Yeah, sorry. Has my hearing gone funny, or is everyone really quiet since we got back?
I
Not
don't,
quiet.
I
I've
don't
not
think so.
had that myself.
Seems normal to me.
Yeah, it seemed
Yeah.
normal to me. Maybe you've turned
You
us down.
accidentally put your accidentally put your
Possibly.
volume down.
Okay, I must have hit something when I put the computer down. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Okay then. Atan.
Yes. This mist thing. Does it seem like it's a spell, or is it like an ability, a natural ability for this monster?
Make an Arcana check for me, quick.
15.
50. It seems pretty natural. It's just a part of the creature.
Okay. I'm gonna fucking throw caution to the wind here because we need to, one, be able to see it, and two, kind of need to hit it, I think. So Atan, being where he is, will blindly assume that its back is facing the trees and it's looking out of the trees. So it's going to go and try and go in the mist somewhere around there. And I am going to cast. We'll try and cast. Where's it gone? Flaming Grasp on this thing.
Okay.
You will need to make a dex save if you pass through the wall of fire.
I won't, because I can go above it and down.
Yeah, you could.
So when you're rolling your next character for your roll can be good.
Yeah, that is what I would like to try and attempt. We need to see this thing, so I'm Atan's in the way of thinking. First bit of damage, and the mist might start to go down. People will be able to see it.
Okay. You fly up and over the wall of fire and into the mist with one hand reached out to cast make a charisma saving throw.
Mhm. Oh, that is better. That is a lot better. 25.
Okay. Now make your attack roll at disadvantage because sight.
It is a non-natural 20.
Okay. You fly into the mist, but don't seem to find anything to connect with.
Oh. Oh.
I mean, you didn't hit. You didn't hit the
Yeah,
DC. Hit the creature.
Uh,
My.
okay, that's about all I can do.
Are you going to fly back out? Because you probably only used half by the time you've gone out and down. Is it 60 feet fly? Isn't
60
it?
feet flying.
Yeah.
I... Yeah, what I'll do is I'll fly back out, and I'm going to attempt something else, so I will quicken a spell, as Flaming Grasp is a cantrip,
Yeah.
and I will quicken a spell, I'll quicken Magic Missile, because
Okay.
they are automatic. Oh, shit.
Target thing. Yeah. Roll your damage.
No, I can't. If you can, that you can see, it says it in the wording.
Ah. Try a different spell.
Yeah. Okay. So I am going to quicken a first level. Fuck you! That you can see. Jesus Christ.
A first level fuck you.
Excellent.
I'll try a fire.
Fine.
I'll try a third level fireball because
Okay.
I can put that in there. So it's a dex save again.
Roll your damage.
Which is all of the D6s, which I don't have a lot of them out. That's not good, is it?
I mean, one of those two mind situations where I kind of want to give you like the odd nudge, but I'm also enjoying how stumped you guys are.
6, 10, 16, 17, 22, plus 5 for my elemental affinity, so 27.
Well remembered.
So yeah, 27. If it beat a dex save of 19, it will take half of that.
Okay. The fireball goes off. You're pretty sure you've hit something.
Okay, nice.
Your watch is not even going to be in there.
Got behind you.
Yeah, and I think I'll just before it's the end of my go, I think I'll just shout out. You can't even see it when it's in there. Be prepared.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's me.
Okay. So as Atan flies back out to the safe side of the wall of fire, there's just this as this just clumps of this mist just shoot out of the main mass and come and aim for Atan, Bernia, Kral and Bug as the four closest. So, Atan, does a 20 hit you?
Yes.
Bernia, does a 16 hit you?
No.
Kral, does a 20 hit you?
Field.
Again,
Shield.
shield. Okay, and bug. Does a 21 hit you?
No.
Okay. So just Atan. This thing hits you as you've sort of flown back and turned around. It just catches you off guard, and it sort of burns a little bit, and you take 7 points of necrotic damage. But you are moved 30 feet back away from the creature, from the mist.
I think it would be there.
Good job you're fighting.
10,
Otherwise you'd be wet.
15, 20, 25, 30. I was bang on,
That was
just I guess.
Nice.
Yeah, so that means a... just need
Yes,
to get 10, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 11 without any bonuses, so...
Cool.
Cool. Yep. Okay.
Sasha.
I have a question, DM, before you move on.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Black Mist had a turn. Did it make its dex saving throw? For the wall of fire.
The oh no, that did I go past that? No, we did that. The Black Mist is effectively lair action, so it's
Right,
just a
okay.
placeholder there for me to.
Yeah,
It's
okay,
not an
cool.
actual entity.
Right, fair enough.
But the creature inside did make a dex save.
Okay.
Sasha.
Okay. I'm gonna get closer with my radiance consumption going and see if that lights anything up.
Okay. It hits the mist like turning on your full beam in a foggy night. It just creates this wall of light in front of you. It does not penetrate the mist.
And I'm just gonna hold an attack for if something comes for me, and I'll be like, come out, wherever you are, and we'll rage.
Okay. Bonia. The mist has done something.
Thing is, there's mist, and we need to illuminate. I'm going to turn on the fog lights, and I am going to cast Moonbeam in the center of the mist.
Okay. Give me a readout of what that's doing.
So, Moonbeam, silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, centered on a point within range. Until the spell ends, dim light fills the cylinder. When a creature enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it's engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain as make con save or take radiant damage. Shape changers have disadvantage and revert to their original form if they fail to save. And I can move it about as an action on my turn.
Okay. There is. Let's stick a circle or something in there. Do it.
Basically calling down the searchlight.
You can't even see this anyway, can you? Because it's.
This Riddigeeter now thinks it's going to get an anal probing from the aliens abducting it.
Right. That you can't see it because it's still fog of ward, but I've stuck a circle in there.
So hopefully that will work. No charisma save for me, or am I special?
No, good point. Good point. Sorry, I should have had you do that first. Sorry, if you could.
Charisma, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I've only got a small modifier to this one. That is a 10 for 22.
Nice.
Tiny modifier.
Paladins
Yeah.
are.
That's fine. Yeah. You force yourself through and cast that spell, and this beam comes down. It doesn't
Does
seem
it pierce through
to.
the fog, or
I mean, the light goes through, the beam goes through, but it doesn't dissipate the
okay?
mist at all.
That'll be my turn. I'm gonna step back and just be a little bit further away from the wall of fire.
Okay.
It's a bit toasty. And also put myself in 5-foot crawl.
Bug.
Yeah. Can I go up a little bit higher to maybe about 40 feet and just have a look around and see if I can see anything anywhere else that might be causing this, just in case it's not inside there?
Make a perception check.
Okay. That's 28.
Okay.
I want it today.
You scan the area. There doesn't seem to be anything else. There's just the mist.
Okay.
Try and hit it, but be careful, you might miss.
Oh, fog off, Fiddy.
I'm just going to try casting a firebolt.
Okay. So make a charisma save first.
Oh yeah. 5.
Again, the fire just does not come. This thing just gets in your head. Bit one. Yeah.
I'm suffering from premature immolation.
You take 10 points of psychic damage.
Right.
As I rather pleasantly rolled a 1, 2, 3, 4.
No.
Anything else, Bug?
Nope, that's me.
Prowl.
Okay. I'm going to step slightly to the side there, and I feel like I'm slacking here, so I'm literally just going to launch a 3rd level fireball into this thing.
Okay. Make your char save.
You have +4 from me.
That's 21 then.
Yep. Okay. Roll your damage.
8d6. Right. We would like big numbers, please. And big numbers we have. That's 4 6s. So we've got 24, 28, 32. 38 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, actually, it's a deck save though, isn't it? But I suppose if this thing's in the middle of the mist, it's... You know if it's saved.
You don't know. If I need to halve that number, I will halve that number.
Cool.
And you'll never know.
I'm as mysterious as the mist.
As a bonus action, you'll basically just because Kral's basically just touched the base of the barrel on the top of it and lean forward, and you just see this fireball just launch, and then you'll just hear a little cough out of it. And as a bonus action, I'm going to fire a second shot, which is going to be from the force ballista into the area where it just hit the thing. So it's a roll to hit, so I'm rolling at disadvantage.
Yes.
So he's going to be +9. Okay, so roll that again. 22 to hit a disadvantage.
Okay. Give me some damage. Not telling you whether that hit or not, because you can't see.
5, 5, 4, so that's 4.
Doesn't the roll for damage imply it?
19 points of force damage.
Okay. Let me just write down 0.
No, the not rolling for damage would imply it, Debbie. I think.
Ah, good point. Deviation from the norm.
So, yeah, that's me.
Okay. Mograx.
Yeah, I was gonna, cast my spiritual bonk, and then I realized, no, I can't actually do that because if I do, then I can't actually maintain bless. So I'm just gonna move up so I can see what's going on.
It's not concentration.
Spiritual weapon
Yes,
is not
it's
concentration.
not concentration. At all.
Okay. The crowd has spoken, and my character sheet is wrong.
That's why clerics love spiritual bonk so much.
Is it?
They might have updated it in 2024.
Oh, well, we're all going to cherry pick what's most fun, so it's not concentration.
Okay. And then you want to summon on an odd level, right? To be most powerful.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to cast a 5th level spiritual bonk.
Oof.
So the bed is now sitting there beside me, waiting to attack someone with its pillowy goodness.
Were you going to summon that in the mist? To have a swing at something? Because you can cast it 60 feet away, I think.
They're 60 feet away and 20 feet on each movement.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, sure. Let's do that then.
It's an even level you want to cast it at, so cast it at 4th, not 5th.
Oh, it's an even level.
2nd, 4th, 6th.
Okay, thank you. So it's 4th level spiritual bonk, and has been moved to within the mist. So yeah, roll for attack.
Just make a charisma saving throw for me, please, before we
Ah yes.
commit to that.
What do I need to get on this? I got a 16.
You are unable to cast.
God damn it.
You try to focus it in and move your bed into the mist, but you just can't get it off.
I'll get it up.
You can't get off on the bed.
Get it on.
Excuse you, how dare you sully Morgrax's spiritual bond with these kind of suggestions? Morgrax's bed is a place of sleep and comfort and rest.
And
Hey,
pillow
Not
hey,
fights.
this.
We've heard the gossip between
Pillow
you and
fights.
Amriel.
We know it's going to happen.
Those are private spiritual moments.
Yes, yes, of course.
Yes, I'm sure there's many invocations of a deity.
You take 9 points of psychic damage as you fail to cast your bonk.
Just to point out, guys, the DM has written 6 pages for this fight, and we haven't fucking figured this out yet.
Yep.
We're still on
You-
the first paragraph.
You are on page 1.
Great, though, isn't it? With the first thing the DM thinks is really easy, that we just sort of we'll stick there
Yeah.
for 3 weeks.
It's fog, it's weather. We don't do this.
We're still at the point of oh god, we're all going to die.
I will remind everyone this the same party spent 2 hours trying to open a door that the DM had already written a key for in a different room, but we just would not take the hint.
Yep.
Anything else, Rex?
No, I think I've done enough.
Okay. Mazdak.
Okay. So seeing as the fog or mist hasn't lifted at all with the wall of fire and seeing people cast into it, I'm gonna throw a dispel magic at the mist, just to see if it's a magical effect that I can dispel.
Okay. You successfully cast the spell, having made the save in your previous turn. But it doesn't have any effect. The mist persists. It persists.
It persists. Okay.
It's a mission to be there.
Okay. In that case, I will. Yeah, I'll just stay where I am. I'm fine at the minute. That's me.
Okay. Right, so Mazdak, give me wall of fire damage. Bernia, give me moonbeam damage.
Not so good this time. Well, actually, it's really good, but that's not a D8. That's a D10. So, I'm thinking 9. How did I get a 9 on a D8? Oh, it's actually not too bad. What have we got? 8, 11, 17, 23, 28 points of fire damage this time.
28.
Obviously,
14
Dex,
points.
Dex was 17 to save, and half on a fail. Half on a success.
It's 14 points of radiant damage. It's a con save DC 16 and half on success. Disadvantage if it's a shape changer. I don't think it is, but make sure.
Okay.
Get them advantages where we can.
You begin to hear some grumblings from the mist. Tan.
Yes, okay, so if we hear grumblings from the mist from that, Atan's going to move closer. And then he's just going to tell everybody to cover your ears, people. And assuming that this thing is potentially not even bothered by us at the minute and is still sleeping, Atan will move closer to here. It doesn't really matter where I am because it's a thing. And his arms just span out, and he comes and he brings them together and claps, and is basically gonna do thunderclap.
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 Hence why I said for everybody to cover their ears, because everybody.
Well, just make a charisma save for me first. You've not. Did you succeed last time?
Yes, I did.
You did. Yes. No, you're okay.
Yeah. So yeah. Each creature in range of me has to make a Constitution saving throw.
What's the range?
Sorry.
What's the range?
Basically, the thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. Each creature within range other than you.
No, it's
Oh,
only
5 foot.
people- yeah, it's the people
Got
actually
ya.
in the thunderous thing. People can hear it, but it's only actually the people in range of the actual spell's effect.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
5 foot.
so-
Yeah, anybody in 5 foot basically. So probably no one now as I move forward.
So,
The wall
given
of
that
fire.
that doesn't even get through the wall of fire, are you sure you want to do that?
Hmm. Yeah, because I'll use more movement to get here. And go in. And try it like that.
Okay. Going in the mist.
So yeah, I need a con save if I am within 5 feet of it from where I am there.
Okay. Roll your damage.
12, up. Where are we? 3 of them. Dice, dice, dice. 15 points of thunder damage, lightning damage, water damage, thunder damage.
Whatever damage will hurt us.
And
Okay.
hopefully it's awake. So that would have been 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Oh, yeah, I've got to stay there now. That's all my movement. That is pretty much 60 feet because I was 30 feet away when I started.
Okay.
Okay, then you need to make a dex save.
It's only
You're
5 foot wall, right?
Yeah, he's not in range of the wall of fire where he
He's not,
is.
Within 10 feet.
Within 10 feet,
Yeah.
then you do.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to take the 28 or should I roll it again?
It's 18 on the save,
That saves, so you take half.
and then I take half again.
Fire damage, so half it again, yeah.
So, are
So,
you re-rolling? Oh, okay, taking a 28, 7. Okay. Yep, cool. Yeah,
Okay.
that's me. That's all I can do.
So you'll watch Atan disappear again into the mist, and then there's this enormous clap of thunder, and something has happened. The mist begins to move more turbulently, and it begins to coalesce more in the center as it begins to form the shape of a creature. And there's this roar that comes from the middle of the mist, and as it all comes together, the mist was just a shroud that hid the creature inside.
He was tucked up under a blanket.
You've got a blankie.
You know, I didn't expect this size to be the whole square of darkness.
I did.
It was mostly. There's about 5 feet around the outside of it.
At least we can see it now.
I mean, yeah. We just gotta
You're
hit
welcome. At hand
That's
saves.
part one. That's part one.
So what's part 2?
Okay,
Tail?
can I?
Tail.
If that happens, right, and that happens after all of that, can I just do one thing? Atan will kind of shakily go into his pocket, pull out the kazoo, and play it. Just so if I do need to intimidate this thing, I get a +2.
Sasha, can your gloves of slapping please immediately get to Atan? No, Philly, that's fantastic. I love it. Please take a point of inspiration. You have
Thank
kazoo in hand.
Cool.
Nice.
So what did you do in the fight? Oh, I played kazoo to the boss.
Kazooed it.
Hey.
Okay, and as it is initiative 20, maybe not. We get just the one. Yeah, as you're reaching into your pocket, Atan, to pull out your kazoo, does a natural 20 hit you?
It is. Is this a spell?
No.
Okay.
I
Does a
suspect-
natural 20
I
hit you?
suspect this is
I
going to
know.
be painful.
Like, well done, you've got its attention. Run.
Oh,
And
hang
then
on.
just
DM's getting more dice.
I did just roll my Constitution check, and I do save on the 7 damage.
Interesting. So we'll double that. You are struck in the chest by another one of these errant wisps of mist, and it forces you another 30 feet back away. But this one burns like hell as you take 44 points of necrotic damage. That was crit.
Yowza.
How's this going to work? Because
You die?
no, because if I'm there, I am being pushed through trees. Also, if it's pushing me back 30 feet.
Yep, there are definitely trees. Roll a d20 for me.
Okay, let me just input that 40 points of necrotic. Did you say?
Yes.
Yeah.
So 1 to
Well,
10 you hit a
80.
tree, 11 to 20 you don't.
13.
13. You miss the trees and just go through the gaps.
Yeah. Okay. So that means I am on that.
Could have been
There
some more
you've
bludgeoning
gone.
damage there for you.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Ow.
And we're just getting started.
I just like the way with which you said that.
Sasha, you can see the thing. Hit the thing.
Can I hit it from where I am?
You've got the range. I think you can hit 10 feet, can't you?
No, not with this sword. It's only
Not
5.
with that sword. Then no.
Would you care if you made him?
I'm going to run straight for the fire to about there.
Okay, dex save.
Can see this, can't I? I'm assuming.
It's a bloody great wall of fire.
if-
I would hope so.
Always worth checking, don't worry.
If that's the case, I will use my reaction. I'm not close enough, am I? Fuck.
You're not close enough to fuck.
If I rolled with advantage and I got a 2 and a 3.
That's
8.
28 points of fire damage.
It's a great start, guys.
Okay.
It's very us, though, so...
It is. It's very. Yeah. Last time Mazdak did a wall of fire, everybody tried to run through it at the same time. You guys just don't learn. Fire bad, hot. Fire
And then
burn
I'm
bum.
going to aim for its eyes. Because I got told eyes and tail, so I'm going to try and distract the
Tail first.
eyes.
Tail first.
Tail
Tail
first.
Okay. Then I'll go for the tail.
It is, as it's now stood up, you can see the size of this thing. Its back is 10 feet up. You can just about swing a sword at its tail.
Do I need to move further around, or...?
That's fine.
I'm just going to attack for now, because I don't know how hard this thing is to hit yet. I'm assuming a 19's not going to cut it.
The flames, the through the fire and the flames, you carry on, but as you reach the tail end of the creature, you are unable to connect steel with flesh.
Okay. Second
Oh, yeah.
attack.
+4 from Bless.
Oh yeah,
For that.
that's a D4. I forgot. 21. I don't. Does that make a difference?
It does not, I'm afraid.
Okay, second attack. That's a bit better. 30 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Excellent.
God, I should have faked you out with that. Nope.
That's just mean. Do you need individual damages?
What damage types are you doing?
Magical, slashing, necrotic, and radiant.
Yes, I'll have them separate, please.
Right.
Why do I think the necrotic's going to heal it?
Sorry. Been a while, who dis?
It's been a while.
.24 magical slashing. Uh, 6 necrotic. And hang on, I just got to check. And 19 radiant.
Okay. As you strike it, as attuned with your attacking style as you are, and with this blade, the physical damage of you striking with a magical weapon, you feel that connect. You then normally feel that pull as the necrotic damage that you deal, that also heals you. You don't feel that at all. And the radiant damage that then pulses through the blade afterwards completely dissipates. You deal the magical slashing, but it is immune to necrotic and radiant.
Fuck.
Can I also be the All's Fair in Love and War as well? Did you rage at the beginning of this turn? Because you would have lost that.
I mean, I raged at the beginning of the last turn.
But you didn't hit it.
But
You didn't do anything.
attack.
To maintain your rage, you have to hit something or be hit. So you'd have
That
to...
is true. I'm happy for you just to mark off another rage to say you did it. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Just wanted to point that out. I didn't want.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I also realised that Bernia did some moonbeam radiant damage that I shouldn't have counted, but it's gone now.
Okay.
Right.
No, it's not healing it or anything. It's just not doing anything to it.
It didn't seem to give any healing effect to it. He just shrugged it off. But as you swing round and make your couple of attacks on this tail, you land the second hit, and then there's just this claw that swings out and swipes towards you as he takes a legendary action. Does a 21 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. Oh god, he says as he realises the amount of damage. So, oh, that's strange. Take 23 points of magical bludgeoning, which you halve because you're raging. And I need... Oh, should I do that? What? and then 12 points of necrotic damage as well,
Half because I'm asthma.
which you have. Okay, Bernia,
Okay. So,
this is the thing you remember.
yeah. I'm just gonna take a deep breath and I'm gonna do what Sasha did. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, run through wall of fire
Deck save.
because I can't get around it, unfortunately. Oh, that's pretty good actually. Deck save from me, 18.
18. That makes it so you get half, which is 14.
I still have my temporary hit points. And then I'm going to do a cool move. I'm going to, as my bonus action, I'm assuming, well, seeing as it seems unbothered by the moonbeam on top of it, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Searing Smite. And
We really are going all the fire, aren't we?
I was told that fire works well, so I prepared the fire. And I'm basically just going to let my sword catch the flames of the wall of fire as I bring it in to try and slash at the tail as it's focused on Sasha.
That's cool.
So I'm concentrating on it, but it activates when I hit. So.
I didn't feel any bonus Amriel stuff, did I?
No, not at the moment.
That's a 19 to hit.
Misses, I'm afraid.
Okay. Second attack. That's pretty good. That's a 19 plus, so 31.
Yeah, hits.
That works. I don't get the crit on a 19, do I? I don't.
No,
But
that's just
there
me.
are bonuses from Searing Smite. Where is it? There it is. Damage. Red sword. Searing Smite would be 1. It'll be a whopping amount of damage this one. Wow. And I can't reroll ones anymore.
Oh no.
No, I changed out that fighting style. So that will be 14 points of magical slashing and 3 points of fire, and where's Searing Smite? It needs to make a. I don't know. And it gets ignited in flames.
Okay.
Which will come into effect on its turn. I forgot to add Bless to that. I don't think 16 would have hit, which would have been the highest. Oh no. Well, 19 on the first one.
It was 19.
I only rolled a 1 on the d4, so I don't think 20 would have hit.
No, it wouldn't.
21 didn't, so.
I must remember that I had Bless marked up. But that is everything from me. It's on fire and I'm hitting the tail.
Okay. Are you sure you want to finish there in wall of fire range?
Let's move. So
It's 10 feet, so go one more.
One more.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can't.
Oh,
Shit.
oh well.
Because I was here, I believe. So we're doing 5,
So let me
10,
just-
15.
Because you've got.
Don't you take the damage when you go through the wall anyway?
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's also I don't remember.
yeah. It's on the side of the wall. So ends its turn within 10 feet of that side or inside the wall. Creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. So
It's up to the DM whether it pings
Was this-
twice.
First time.
It wouldn't.
Or-
Yeah. Or ends its turn
Or
there. So
ends
you've
its
already
turn, so
taken
you already done
damage. Can't take a second wave.
Cool. Cool.
Right, Bug.
Right, I'm going to go back to the old roll now. Now I can see it. I'm going to cast the 5th level Flaming Sphere and do it appear right in front of its face
Okay.
and bash it on the nose.
Okay.
It's
How big's the flaming sphere?
5 foot.
It's a shame that I'm already using an icon that perfectly represents a flaming sphere. Is there anything I can do to make this?
Well, can you not change my wall to orange lines?
Yeah, just draw a line for the wall.
Or draw a circle for the ball. Either or.
Go.
I think might only be adding to the DM's decision paralysis.
There's a wall of fire. There's a flaming sphere on its face.
Probably get rid of the moonbeam now.
Nice.
Lost concentration on that because of the smite.
Okay, so it's in its face.
Mm-hmm.
Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dexterity saving throw, DC 17. Or it takes 5d6 fire damage or half it.
Can you hit it with it as well?
Well, that's what I'm just going to look. Oh, here we go. If you move, when you move the sphere, you can direct it over barriers. Blah blah blah. As a bonus action, you can move the sphere up to 30 feet. If you ram the sphere into the creature must make a saving throw against the sphere's damage, and the sphere stops its moving this turn. Okay, so yeah, I can smash it into its face and it takes the damage. Okay, that's what I said I was going to do. So
Okay.
it's a DC 17 saving throw.
Okay.
Dex saving.
As you smashed it directly into its face, which is not a vulnerable area, it takes no damage.
Oh, bugger. I will be very upset with that.
You
Well,
were given strict instructions from the dwarves how to fight this thing.
Yeah, well,
It's a big kitty and it's a ball, so it might try and play with it. You don't know. It might be a distraction.
Atan told me to attack its head and he was going to attack its tail.
That's true, that did happen.
That's
Yeah.
what
Atan's fault.
it's all Atan's fault.
In fairness, it doesn't need to be kept distracted so his tail can be damaged.
Well, yeah, so, I mean, the big 5 foot flaming ball of fire in its face smashing into its face is going to distract it a bit, isn't it?
It may well do that, yeah. Yeah. And you can move it around anyway, so you've...
That's my action. My bonus action, my fire snake is going to spit at it.
At its face?
It would do, yeah, because I wouldn't know any better. So I wouldn't even bother rolling because it doesn't do any damage.
Okay.
That's me.
Wait, no.
I'm concentrating, so I need to put a concentration sign on.
I am going to use another legendary action.
Boo.
I know, get them all out of the way.
Which is that one. There is on it at the moment. Okay. So you see the Ridigita almost shrink down in this mist into a 10-foot ball and just launch towards Kral as it surges within the mist. It reappears the other side. And Kral, can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
I mean, I can try. To get my D4 on this, don't I?
Hang on, what happened? Where did it go?
You still have to make a dex saving throw for going through the wall.
And if it's leaving my thing, I'm going to attack it.
It's a teleport type thing.
Okay.
Not a.
So I get my D4 from less on this as well, don't I?
On a saving
Sorry.
throw.
Natural 20 for 31.
Yes, on saving throws.
A natural 20 for 31.
Yep,
Right.
I got a +7 to con, and I got a 4 on my D4.
Nice.
Very nice.
Half that. To 9 points of necrotic damage.
Cool.
It's now your go, Kral.
Okay. So is this thing kind of facing me, or is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Can I sidle round it to get to the tail end?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Probably with 30 feet.
20 to there, ish. Well.
Yeah, it's fine. Somewhere up around there.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, my other plan just completely went out the window. Actually.
Know that feeling?
So I'm going to put my new gauntlets to use, and I'm going to pull out the sword because my other plan just completely shot now, and I'm just going to start hacking. I'm going to take a good old thwack at this thing because I have a better to hit now. Yes, that's it. Okay, cool. 16, 17, 18, 24 to hit.
You connect with the tail.
With my booming blade hit.
Okay.
So it'll be 2d6, 2d8. That's not terrible. So it'll be 11 points of magical slashing damage because I got a 1 and a 4 on my d6s, which wasn't terrible, wasn't great. But then I got an 8 and a 5 on my d8s, so that's going to be another 13 points of thunder damage.
Okay.
And I know this is probably going to go really terribly, but I'm going to try and shoot it at point blank range with the cannon at disadvantage.
Has the cannon gone with you, or is it where it is?
It's on top of my shell. It's gone with me.
Okay. Yeah, fine then.
So it's +9, so it's going to be 19 +3, 22 to hit at disadvantage.
22 to hit.
Yes.
22 hits.
So that'd be 7, 14, 20. 25 points of force damage.
Oh, me. Nice. Okay.
Thank you for the D4, Mograx. Much love and many thank yous. But you basically just ensured that I've hit things.
Hitting things helps.
Yeah.
Is that all, Kral?
That is everything from me. Thank you kindly.
Okay, Morax.
So, much like Kral, my plan just got fucked. So, okay, so yeah, I can make it over there.
I'm now going to be the burst your bubble guy. And no, you can't because I lost concentration.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, now you tell me.
The Morgoths fall out the air into the trees.
I would have been about 5 feet up from the air because I went into the mist, didn't I?
You did, yes, but how high was Morgrax?
From where I am, I would have been just clearing the trees, so how high is that?
Called it 30 feet.
Excellent.
Sorry.
That's my fall damage.
You got very lucky with that damage. 5 points of bludgeoning damage. Some of the branches cushion the fall. And you just take the 5 as you hit the ground.
Okay. My plan is doubly fucked. Can make it to there. Nope, there. That was where it was. Yeah, because I was beside the thing. Was I there? There? That's about right. Right, DM?
Yeah.
Okay. What was it? Nope, was not spelled. Nope. There we go. I would like a... No, that's also concentration, and that would drop the bless. Fuck it, I'll try the spiritual weapon again. Or is that just an instant cast since the mist is gone this time?
Yeah, no, you cast it now.
Okay. I shall cast a spiritual weapon in front of it. No, bunk it on the nose.
Tail.
Hmm?
Bonk it on the tail.
No. We need the tail to be damaged to hurt it. But if it's going to keep turning around to attack the people attacking its tail, so that's my logic. Anyway.
Sure.
Spiritual bunk. That was a natural 1, so I'm just going to, retire from the game now.
I know that feeling.
That's my
Anything-
turn. Thank you.
Okay.
No, I've blown a tree and then summoned the useless weapons. I'm all good.
Okay. Final legendary action as Kral has just done good damage to the tail. It turns and swipes a claw at him. And I'm guessing a 34 hits.
Bloody hell.
Only just, but yes.
Only just. Those.
It'd be nice knowing
So, 12 points of bludgeoning damage
Mm-hmm.
and another 12 necrotic.
Oh, wow. Okay. A second.
Okay, it's Mazdak's go.
Okay. So we're going to move. I think it was that one. And then we're going to bonus action conjure the manifest mind. I can do that 60 feet away from me. So I'm going to put it there. So, oh shit. And then we're going to use the manifest mind to cast. Guess what? Grease!
Yay!
Underneath the creature.
Priest is the word. Is the
So,
word.
yeah, a dex saving throw 17, please.
Okay.
Let's see if this works.
No. Got a 20.
Then, yeah. The grease is still there. It's a
Yeah.
10-foot square. I kind of wanted it in the middle, so yeah.
There's a 10-foot square. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's perfect. Just so that I'm, you know. Oh, and if you'll allow it, I'll stop concentrating on the ball of fire.
Yeah.
The wall of fire goes away.
Okay. Anything else, Mazdak?
No, I think that's probably enough from me, don't you?
Okay. Well, yeah, so... Sorry, I was just in my own head. We'll end it there for tonight, because it's 20 past 10.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was cool.
Yeah.
How are we feeling?
I'm
Greg?
glad we're all going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
What's
All of these
what's the
smite
size of this
slots are
creature?
gonna go to waste.
There was so much there. I heard many voices. Fiddy, what did you say?
What's the size of this creature?
Yes.
I'm guessing gargantuan. Or, no, huge.
Very big, large.
Very big, large.
Very big, large.
Like 20 foot square, whatever that is. I mean, it's 20 foot nose to tail.
It's huge.
It's huge. He's a big boy.
And Jade, what was it you?
All of these smite slots are going to be absolutely useless.
It's all radiant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, just have to call upon the fiery boys and girls.
it's the fire damages time to shine.
Yep. Well, you've been keeping me locked away, doing nothing, no damage at all.
Yep.
For so long.
Now you're keeping yourself locked away, attacking the wrong thing.
Yep, I am. I'm just doing as I was told.
That is
Tail.
unusual. That is unusual for Bug.
That is unusual, actually.
Don't
There
you
have been
specifically went
weeks of
through the order of
I was-
what to attack?
I was trying to be a team player.
One
No.
one misspeak from Atan overrides the weeks of preparation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Because
I
Bug
kind of
generally
had like,
just retains the last thing he was told. Is what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
if we weren't having to do charisma saving throws at the beginning, my head was in the space of hit the tail, hit the head, both with a fireball. The fireball should hit the eyes. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like,
Yeah, I didn't really. Don't think I've vocalized it, but it was sleeping, as
Yeah.
you guessed. That mist is a form of passive protection that it does, which dissuades people from attacking it by hitting them back with some mental damage. As it began to rage, to actually not barbarian style, but in its own form, it gets up and begins to fight. It's still not really fully opened its eyes. That's why they are not really attackable at the moment. But the tail is, and that's where you go for the tail first.
So
Be
it's
very
flailing
specific
at us
about
in that pre-coffee sleepiness.
Yeah.
just a clarification point as well, Martin, before next week. If someone is flying due to the spell fly, and they landed, could they then still technically use their walking speed?
So
Because it's a spell that allows me to move 60 feet, essentially. and I have not been using my legs to walk. Is the way I
Are you
look at
saying
that.
you want to fly 60 feet to the ground and then walk 30?
Yeah, if I did that, so like if I was like 5 foot up in the air, flew 60 feet in one direction, then and walk another 30.
No.
No.
Your movement speed is 60 whilst you have fly cast on you.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, you don't magically get 90 feet.
I just miss it from not being
You're not
a monk. Yeah.
Yeah, don't monk shit. Cool.
In fairness, I noticed I kept looking for my paladin spells this evening.
It's it's knowing what to cast next.
Yeah.
Is the problem that I have as well. I might
I
just use
almost
my fiery stuff.
I almost think we need to focus on less on like AoE, like area effects like Wall of Fire or Flaming Sphere, and just need to focus on hit it very hard
Flaming
because
Sphere's not
it's
area
gonna.
effect.
Yeah, but Flaming Sphere is going to be a lot slower than the creature is. You might not be able to keep up with its teleporting about. So we're going to need to be able to just. Probably better to spend the spell slots on big spells like Fireballs or upcasted Scorching Rays rather than things like Wall of Fire or Flaming Sphere.
Yeah.
Is my thought.
Too late. I've already cast it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that teleport got range as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, kind of leaving battlefield effects like Wall of Fire, yeah, is the right move to get rid of that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes, this is going to be a very cool fight. I can tell.
Mhm.
So
It also possibly has against haste here.
Yeah, I thought about
Because-
haste and then immediately discounted it.
You're going to lose concentration so easily, and that's another turn lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Would your character do that though? Whoever's character can cast haste, thinking like that. Otherwise, it's
Roll absolutely would because he knows
Yeah, no,
that
completely.
if he drops the spell, then it stuns that person, and
The-
he can't afford
the
that.
people
to
that
happen.
have
He can't
haste.
give them back.
Kral's smart enough to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, people who have haste are smart enough to know. I think only Krull, Mazdak, and Natan could have it.
Also, conspiracy beard. All of this may not matter anyway because Sasha may have fucked us over.
Oh
big
yeah,
time by
absolutely.
killing Amriel.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was. I wonder if that was just a slip of the tongue. I mean, we've been a couple of weeks out.
it was a slip of the tongue in game.
Yeah, it was
It
done
was
in
dead.
game.
That's on this.
So yeah, we're sort of fucked. But
Well, we don't know yet,
Yeah.
but it may have completely just balls the plan completely.
yeah.
Sash is
I mean-
Sash is the spy.
Sash is the spy this
Yeah.
time. Right. Gotcha. So yeah, telling
Yeah,
a god we're
was
going
you-
to the realm of the gods was like, oh no, why did you do that? Without any sort of privacy or anything. I mean, we might get away with it. It might be that Amriel has a presence where none of the other gods can hear what's going on, especially old Scaly Bollocks. But
Scaly cretin.
I
Yeah,
think you're now
scary creature.
grasping at straws there, Chaz.
but you know, that's
Amriel
what I'm
is-
hoping for.
From what we know, on a higher rung than gods like Nagale. She's
Yeah.
like
But
the higher power.
Still subservient to that.
God.
yeah, she's still subservient to
Yeah.
Scaly Girl.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to fight Dask. It's going to be so satisfying.
Yeah, we might not get that chance now. She might just come down and squish us while we're doing this.
Yeah.
We'll see how far you get with that.
Yeah.
Might just turn
You
up.
are on page 3 of the 6-page document, I will say.
Yeah.
Most of the first page is just sort of basic information, so
50 minutes of that though was the first page.
Yeah.
yeah.
But it was only 50 minutes, you know, pat on the back for that.
I
We've
thought
got
of
this
it.
thing, and
Go
it's not actually taken its turn yet. Should be of note.
Not since waking, no.
No.
It did occur to me during that first phase, while it was slumbering, is that Mazdak got off the wall of fire. You all just needed to leave it alone and let that keep ticking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like patience has never been a strong suit of any D&D player.
Yeah, but also look at the group you're talking to.
Yeah.
We suffer from really bad inaction, but when we do actions, we can't stop doing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, once we've decided that it's a fight now, that's it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I have to go because work in the morning and I've been off for a week and a half, so my inbox is going to be horrible tomorrow morning. So, yeah. Thank you for the fans, Martin. Thank you for everyone. And
Thank you very much, Martin.
I'll...
Can I
Hey,
grab
wait,
you, Martin?
I forgot about the stream.
The stream.
The stream. Welcome back. If you like this, why wouldn't you? You're fantastic. We love you. If you didn't, however, well, I'm sure you can remember what to do. Off you fuck.